Hello, this is Never Too Late podcast. In today's episode, I will talk about anger. Everyone deals with anger at one time or another in their lives. Anger is an honest emotion. When it is not expressed or processed outwardly, it will be processed inwardly in the body and usually develops into a disease or dysfunctions of some sort, like criticism. We usually get angry about the same things over and over again. When we are angry and we feel we don't have a right to express it, we swallow it down, which causes resentment, bitterness, or depression. So it's good to handle our anger when it comes up. Many of us were raised in families where we weren't allowed to be angry. Women in particular were thought that to be angry was something bad. Anger was not acceptable except for one person, usually a parent, so we learned to swallow our anger rather than express it. Again, we can now realize that we are the ones who are holding onto it. Nobody else is involved at all. Depression is anger turned inward. It is also anger that you feel you do not have a right to have. For instance, you may not feel it's okay to be angry at your parent, or your uncle, or your brother, or your best friend, yet you are angry and you feel stuck. The anger becomes depression. Far too many people today suffer from depression, even chronic depression. By the time we feel that depressed, it is very difficult to get out of it. It feels so hopeless that it becomes an effort to do anything. When you start to change your thinking, you are planting a seed of what will become true for you. What you choose to think today will create your new figure tomorrow. Shutting the feeling off only leads to more complex problems and physical illness. What you can feel, you can heal. If you don't allow yourself to feel what is going on inside of you, you won't know where to begin the healing process. On other hands, many of us seems to go through life always feeling guilty or jealous or fearful or sad. We develop habit patterns that keep perpetuating the same experiences that we say we don't want to have. If you keep feeling angry or sad or fearful or jealous and don't get in touch with the underlying cause, you will continue to create more anger, sad, fear, etc. When we stop feeling like victims, we are able to take our power back. We must be willing to learn the lessons so the problem can disappear. If you put your energies into learning about yourself, you will eventually see those problems and issues that you need to dissolve. We all have challenges in life. Everybody does. Nobody goes through life without them. Otherwise, what will be the purpose of coming to this particular school called Earth? For some, there are health challenges, and for other people, there are relationship challenges or career. Some have a little or a lot of everything. It really doesn't matter what anybody else did to you or what they taught you in the past. Today is a new day. You are now in charge. Now is the moment in which you are creating the future in your life and your world. There are several ways to deal with anger in a positive ways. One of the best way is to talk openly to the person with whom you are angry and to release the pent-up emotions. You can say, I am angry with you because... When you feel like screaming at someone, then the anger has been building up for a long time. Often it is because we feel we cannot speak to the other person. And if you could not talk to that person, so the second best way to let the anger out is to talk to the person in the mirror. Find yourself a place where you will feel safe and will not be disturbed. Look into your own eyes in the mirror. If you find that you cannot, then concentrate on your mouth or nose. See yourself or the person who you believe has done something wrong to you. Remember the moment when you become angry and let yourself feel the anger came through you. Begin to tell this person exactly what you are so angry about. Show all the anger you feel. You can say something like, I am angry at you because... I am hurt because you did. I'm so afraid because you. Get all your feeling out. If you feel like expressing yourself physically, then get some pillows and start hitting them. Don't be afraid to let your anger take its natural course. You have already kept your feeling bottled up too long. There is no need to feel any guilt or shame. Remember, our feelings are thoughts in actions. They serve a purpose, and when you let them loose from your mind and body, you allow space inside for other more positive experiences. When you have finished experiencing your anger to the person or persons, do your best to forgive them. Forgiveness is an act of freedom for yourself because you are the one who will benefit from it. If you can't forgive someone, then the exercise is just a negative affirmation and it's not healing for you. I am not telling you to be the same person or act like the same person like if nothing happened with that person. Of course not, but forgive them and let them go from your life and live in peace without them, without thinking of what they do to you or how they hurt you, because you will let go of that anger and that negative feeling and that negative thought to give space and open up to positive life, positive energy without them, without thinking of them. That situation is over. That is the past now. There are other methods we can use to release the anger. We can scream into a pillow, we can kick pillows, we can beat the bed or a punish bag. We can write a hate letter and then burn it. We can scream in our cars with the windows rolled up. We can play tennis, we can exercise, swim or run around the block several times. We can write or draw our feeling using our non-dominant hand. The creative process is a natural release for emotions. Perhaps the anger you feel is reminding you that you aren't communicating well with others. By recognizing it, you can correct it. Maybe you have been a person who's been angry for a major part of your life. You have what I call habitual anger. Something happens and you get angry. Something else happens and you get angry again. Once more it happens and you keep getting angry, but you never go beyond getting angry. Habitual anger is a childish. You always want your own way. It would be helpful to ask yourself, why am I choosing to be angry all the time? What am I doing to create situation after situation that angers me? Is this the only way I can react to life? Is this what I want? Who am I still punishing or loving? Why do I want to be in this state? What am I believing that causes all these frustrations? What am I giving out that attracts in others the need to irritate me, to feel angry? However, habitual anger is not good for your body because it lodges in there. Notice what you focus on most of the time. Sit in front of a mirror for 10 minutes and look at yourself. Ask, who are you? What is it that you want? What makes you happy? What can I do to make you happy? Now is the time to do something else. Create a new space inside yourself for loving, optimistic, and cheerful patterns. Every situation in your life is a learning experiences and can be handled so that it works for you. It is foolish for us to punish ourselves in the present because someone hurt us in the past. To release the past, we want to build to forgive, even if we don't know how. Forgiveness means giving up our hurtful feelings and just letting the whole thing go. Forgiveness means giving up our hurtful feelings and just letting the whole thing go. A state of non-forgiveness actually distorts something within ourselves. I am willing to free myself from the past. I am willing to forgive all those who may ever have harmed me, and I forgive myself for having harmed others. If you think of anyone who may have harmed you in any way at any point in your life, bless that person with love and release him or her. Then dismiss the thought. I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't forgive the people who have hurt me. I would not want to punish myself today for what they did to me in the past. I'm not saying that it would be easy. It's just that now I can look back at that stuff and say, oh yes, that's something that happened. However, I don't live there anymore. It is not the same thing as condoning their behavior. When we won't forgive, when we won't let go, we're building ourselves to the past. And when we are stuck in the past, we cannot live in the present time. And if we are not living in the present, how can we create our glorious future? Old garbage from the past just creates more garbage for the future you have. You came to fulfill yourself and express love on the deepest level. You are here to learn, grow, worship, and to absorb and project compassion and understanding. When you leave the planet, you don't take your relationship or your automobile or your bank account or your job with you. The only thing you take is your capacity to love and the good deeds that you did. Have a good day. See you in next episode.